Good morning, class 6. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing fine and happy, good. Come on, I'm also smiling. So, smile and be happy and be safe. Take care of yourselves. The time is coming slowly. Everything will become normal and be positive. Just don't worry. Eat, play, sleep, study. Be good. Be good to others. Be good to your neighbors also, because it's better to have a close neighbor than a far off relative, right? So instead of going far off to your relatives, if you have a close neighbor and if you respect that neighbor, if you love your neighbor, it will be much more help. In time of need, your neighbors will only help you. This is my funda, actually. My fundamentals, the ones which I follow. So it's not mandatory that you have to follow me. So I just share what I do. So it's positive. I do. It's nothing bad. Loving, loving and respecting and taking, concern. Be concerned about your neighbors is easier than to think about someone who's very far off, right? So if something happens, I can go to my neighbor, my next door house. But if something happens, if I want to travel to Kolkata now, it's not possible. So right, so we have to be proactive and positive thinking in life. That's what I follow. You don't have to follow that. I was just sharing it with you. It's not mandatory. So I cannot say anything like that you have to follow what I do. This is what I do generally. So we are back to SSC and we'll be doing the unitary and federal government. We have done the parliamentary and presidential government and we had marked it till on the 11/8 of this month of August. So what's a unitary and federal government? A unitary system of government is a government where political power is centralized in the middle at the national level. It's controlled. Unit. Whereas in the federal system of government, political power is decentralized. The power is split between the national government and the governmental subunits, such as states or provinces. They have their own rules. The national government has rules that will be followed by governmental subunits, such as the states and the provinces. What is the difference between a unitary and a federal government? The power is held by one authority in the unitary government, but in the federal government, the power is divided between national government or the federal government and local governments or state governments. Got it? I can give you a small example in federal government is a federal of states. All states are, the laws are being divided into many parts. That law is being followed by quite a lot of people. Right? That is that. No modern country can be government from a single location only. The affairs of municipalities and rural areas must be left to the administration of local governments. Accordingly, we can say that all countries have at least two levels of government, central and local. But some countries also contain a third level of government, which is responsible for the interests of more or less large regions, areas, we can say this, right? The distribution of powers between different levels of government is an important aspect of the constitutional organization of a state. Constitutional is the it's a inherent or affecting the constitution of body or mind, fundamental makeup of something essential, or being in accordance, or rather we can say authorized by the constitution of a state or society, organization of a state. Understood? The distribution of powers between different levels of government is an important aspect of the constitutional organization of a state. Right? Among states with two levels of government, we can make a distinction on the basis of the greater or lesser autonomy granted to the local level. Self-governing. Autonomy is self-governing state, meaning, or a state of being self-governing, especially the right of self-government. Among states which has got two levels, the national and the state level government, those distinctions can be made on the basis of the greater or lesser self-government states that granted to the local level. Okay. So that state level will grant it to someone, to the municipality. Okay, now you take care of it. On a basis, they will check it's greater or lesser. Now the British government's respect for local self-government has always been a characteristic of its constitution. But in contrast, if we see France, when you go higher classes, you will come to know what is the French Revolution, what happened in France. Traditionally had kept its local authorities under strict central control. Okay. In countries where there is three levels of governments, the distribution of powers between the central and the intermediate governments vary. Now, states formed through the union of formerly independent states usually maintain an intermediate level with considerable legislative, executive, and judicial powers. United States, Argentina, Switzerland. Some of these grant fewer power to this level. Situation occurred in some countries also that have introduced the intermediate level as a correction to their previous choice of two levels. Italy did it in 1948, Spain did it in 1978. It all depends on how a constitution organizes power between the central and the subnational governments. So, a country may be said to possess either unitary or a federal system. What is federal system? You must be knowing what is federalism. So if you know what is federalism, you will come to know what is mode of political organization that unites separate states or other polities, political parties, political systems, or political ideas within a system in in a way that allows each to maintain its own integrity. What is integrity? Now I have to tell you that also. Moral, artistic values, incorruptibility. There's no corruption in it. A quality of state being complete, not undivided. No one can break you. That's your integrity. We'll stand by together. That is our integrity. Okay. Federalism is mode of a political organization that unites separate states or other polities within an overarching political system. In that way, it allows each to maintain its own integrity. That is called a federalism government. But they have basic policies and implement it through negotiation in some form so that all the members can share making and executing decisions. They stress the virtues of dispersed power centers as a means for safeguarding individual and local liberties. They sit together and decide. Okay. I will give you the example. I'll explain you what is federal in a much more better way, easier way, so that you will be able to understand. Next video. It's going to take time, but you will understand.